Hey, what's up guys, Spartan here, and today I'm going to be going over what you should be doing with Sephiroth whenever you're playing Smash Bros, I guess, like sets, matches, friendlies, or whatever. I'm going to go over his neutral, disadvantage state, and advantage state, and these are the things that you should be looking for whenever you're playing him. These are the things that you should be going for whenever you're in disadvantage state. This is what you should be doing, mix-ups. And an advantage state, mixing up how you kill people for the most part. With this character, there is no one option to kill somebody with, like with a lot of characters in this game. He has several things that he can kill people with. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. I also have a Twitch channel. You can also follow that. Just press the little heart icon whenever you go to the actual Twitch link. All of these links will be down in the description down below. I also have a Discord as well. I'm trying to build a community of badasses, so why not just join, but anyways, I'm gonna kind of go over his neutral state, his disadvantage state, and his advantage state. And I'm also going to go over one wing state, because one wing state basically changes up his, I wouldn't necessarily say like it changes his neutral up completely, but it definitely changes up how he plays in the long run. And I think that you'll be very surprised on the amount of stuff that you can do with this character, and I think you'll enjoy it. So anyways, let's get started with his neutral state. So his neutral state is pretty simple. You want to be going for grabs, fast fall nairs, some poke stuff, but not really in my opinion. A lot of people thought that he would be kind of like this poke, like kind of like how Belmonts play, where you kind of just want to just back up, always have like a threatening type of play style, which is basically, okay, like I'm gonna go in and then like I'm gonna basically just play this game, right? I'm just gonna poke you, right? Back air kind of pokes it. In my opinion, fair is the better poke tool, just simply because fair actually reaches shorter characters. So for example, if there's like a crouching Pikachu, if you fast fall fair and if you time it correctly, you'll be able to 9 times out of 10 hit the Pikachu, right? So this is why fair is a better poking tool, because it's faster, it reaches lower, and generally speaking, it has less lag to it compared to bear, right? Bear is just good for killing. It's good for dealing a lot of shield damage at one time, so you can basically like hit their shield once, play footsies with them, then run them with the down smash and get the shield break. So again, basically these are his main tools that you want to be using in neutral, right? Nair, fast fall nair. And the reason why fast fall nair is because fast fall nair leads into stuff with combos like nair nair, nair fair, nair back air, even if I can time it right. So I can do it. There you go. But like, you get the point. Nair is an extremely good tool in neutral. It has very good frame data, or decent frame data for it. This move is generally safe on shield. The only thing that I would be careful of is that if you face a character with a frame 6 out of shield option, or frame 6 like up B, I would be very careful on using this on shield. So like Bowser, for example, I would probably be careful. Richter, Game & Watch especially, because Game & Watch's up B is broken. I would be very careful on using this move on shield. Okay. As far as grabs though, you definitely want to be using grabs in neutral. If you grab, it does combo. So fair and bear both work. Up air into nair into fair. Up air into nair is a true combo. And as far as like after Nair, you can go for fair, which frame traps, or you can go for up air. But basically, what you want to do in neutral is play this bait and punish type of game, right? He plays a lot like he plays similar to Belmont's, but without the projectiles. And he plays, let's see, in my opinion, he plays similar to Belmont's because of his range, right? He also plays very similar to Byleth because of his aerials are like very, very good and remind me a lot of Byleth. But he has this bait and punish play style of like poking, right? Poking, sort of. But you're mainly just baiting the opponent into doing something very, very committal so that you can hard punish it, right? It's basically what you want to do. And moves to complement this is definitely going to be Side B. Side B is incredibly good, especially during low percent. So if I were to do something like this, he now has a ball on him, which means now I can even do even more damage to him, right? And how long this move lasts for, as far as the ball, it lasts, if you have one ball on him, it lasts 2 rotations, and it sends them the opposite direction, or like away from Sephiroth, right? So if I had Shadow Ball here, and if I were facing this direction, it's going to send him away from Sephiroth. So just knowing that, and it doesn't matter how many balls that he has on him, it always sends him in that direction, away from Sephiroth, right? So knowing this means that you can now combo off of it, and it sends them in a favorable arc for you to get a combo with, right? Definitely. If somebody is constantly doing this number, trying to like really trying to get you, or like trying to hit you in neutral, you can basically just back up and throw this out and to catch the landings. There are some ways you can actually combo into this, like I showed before. So, for example, if you do down throw, short hop, or somewhat full hop, that combos. Nair. There you go. Nair into Side B sometimes combos. Now, granted, even if it's not showing a true combo in the training room, it still frame traps them, meaning that if they do something like let's say, if they try to air dodge or if they try to do something else, they really can't do it in time because like the move just comes out that fast, right? So it's still a good move. So these are things that you want to start looking for in neutral, in my opinion. Also, don't be afraid of up air either in neutral. Up air is a fantastic move in neutral, especially when you're fighting people who like to come at you at a diagonal type of angle in order to get the attack off, right? This move is incredibly good to kind of like get that off. It does have some lag to it, so just be aware of that, right? But generally speaking, this is a very, very safe move to use, like for the most part, unless you're fighting somebody who's really fast who can basically just parry it, or maybe just even shoot it and then just rush in on you. But this is generally just like a good move to cover for platforms. It's faster and generally more safer than his up smash when covering it. Up smash is just good whenever like they've literally used every single resource at their disposal, and you know that you can basically get the kill with up smash. And also up smash is also good for covering platforms, but I think up air is just generally good. It's quicker, it's faster, and it basically puts them back into disadvantage state, so that if you want to go or like not go for like the quick move, you can go for the slow one to kind of like mix them up and then possibly get the kill for it, because up smash does have a crap ton of knockback to it. So again, These are things that you want to be looking for in neutral, like for the most part. This is what I've been experiencing as well. Another thing as well, practice B reversing. I still have not yet really practiced this, but B reversing is so good on Sephiroth. Whenever you have someone in disadvantaged state, it's good to B reverse or practice B reversing, because it kind of switches you up, or switches up your movement in the air, and it basically puts them into a really bad situation whenever it comes down to their disadvantaged state. So that's why B reversing is so important on this character. I'm still trying to practice it. There we go. I did it just now. But that's something that you definitely want to practice. But as of his neutral state, the things that you really want to practice on is Nair, fastfall Nairs. Fastfall Nairs are extremely good for pressuring. It's also good for the most part. Nair, anyways, is really good for advantage state as well. But we'll kind of go over that in the advantage state part of it. But basically, fastfall Nairs, practice those, and grabs. Grabs are extremely good. His grab range isn't the best, but it's still a decent grab. So definitely go for grabs. F tilt spacing for the most part. F tilt is a very good move. You can angle it. Space out with F tilt, because F tilt, even if you don't hit the actual sweet spot, which is the center of the blade, say it does 14 damage in the center farther, it still does a decent amount of knockback to it, right? So definitely practice fastfall Nairs, spacing with F tilts, grabs. Practice a little bit of the poking spacing, which, in my opinion, this is something that you don't really have to really focus on too much, but it's good. But it's good to practice on like the poking part, and also practice on getting like those sweet spots. Because again, like I just killed Sheik at 70, right, at ledge. Sephiroth is very good at killing. And also practice like basically just kind of like reading your opponents. Like if you have an opponent that likes to jump a lot, go for an up air. Go for like reverse up air moves. Go for Nairs. Nair is extremely good because like you can use it about 3 times in the air, and that's without One Wing Angel. With One Wing Angel, you can probably do it about 5 or 6 times in the air. So again, practice neutral, practice fastfall nairing, practice his grab combo games. Also practice tech chases as well. That is super good. He has some of the best tech chasing in the game, especially with One Wing Angel, because that on some characters is actually true. Sheik is just like a smaller character or like a skinnier character, so like whenever she lays down, whenever she misses the tech, the side B kind of goes over. But on other characters though, this will actually hit whenever you go for the forward throw into side B, right? So again, practice these things, make sure that it becomes a habit for the most part, and also practice B reversing because it changes up your movement a lot. So definitely do that. As far as his advantage state, let's go over his advantage state real quick. As far as his advantage state, you basically want if you can go for like the truest of truest combos, right? Like for example, let's put Sheik at 50. Sometimes that will not combo. Sometimes that won't combo unless you have One Wing Angel on. One Wing Angel is very, very important, and we'll go over that. However, play around with what you can do, because One Wing Angel makes things like what I just did, where I completely missed that 50. It makes things like that easier, like for the most part. But also practice stuff like this, where you where like your fast fall nair is extremely important. Not only is it good as a neutral, but it's also good at starting off combos. It's very, very good at starting off, like, see what I mean? Like, it's just an extremely good move. Also, if someone is trying to land, right? Nair is super, super, super good. It's the fastest move that you have in the air. It is his fastest aerial that he can do, right? So, you know, like, this is way too slow, this is too slow, and this is too slow. And then you got Dare, and Dare's Dare. But however, his Nair is extremely fast. So what you can do is that you're trying to basically have this sort of reactionary type of playstyle whenever they're in whenever your opponent is in disadvantage state. Whenever you have the advantage state, you are basically trying to bait out an air dodge. You're trying to bait out them to do like a very, very committal move. You're trying to bait them out into doing something so that you can punish it. You're basically just, again, it is a bait and punish playstyle. Just basically just wait for whatever that they're trying to do and then punish it accordingly. So, and also, if you condition them that you're going to go in for Nair, and if they air dodge it, then that's when you can start going for, start going for your kill moves, right? Bear is probably like his best kill move that he has in the air. It's actually I think it is the best. Fair is okay. It's mainly good for just edge guarding, like, for the most part, because that reach is amazing, and then he can get back on the stage. As far as edge guarding goes, I would use Fair over Bear, in my opinion, just simply because Fair lingers a good while. See? It lasts for longer than Bear. Bear is just like kind of like the confirm kill, while Fair is just like, okay, I'm putting you back into disadvantage state. So again, definitely use Fair, in my opinion, whenever you're edge guarding compared to Bear. Also, up air is not a bad tool at all whenever it comes down to edge guarding, because if you miss, let's see if I can try to get like a good position for Sheik here. Well, I missed, but you kind of get the point where I basically knocked them up, and now like she's in a sort of worse position where she was before. Basically, she's not back at ledge. So that's why I think up air is also a fairly good tool with edge guarding for the most part. But I do think, though, as far as like usefulness and utility goes, Fair is probably your best tool for edge guarding. Up air is really good, and then Bear. The problem with Bear is that like you can only do it once, and you better hit it, because if you don't, like, you're gonna have to go right back to ledge. Whereas with Fair, I can probably use it like a number of times before I have to go back to ledge. Whereas with Bear, see, like, it's not as fast compared to Fair, right? So that's why I say Fair is probably the better one compared to Bear. However, if you can hit the Bear, like, you can kill your opponents stupid early in comparison. Another point for disadvantage state, neutral B, right? Neutral B is extremely good for ledge trapping, just simply because it's pressure, right? And sometimes it can be fake pressure compared to actual pressure, right? So, and like, what I mean by fake pressure is that you're just threatening the actual ledge part itself, right? Because if you hold it, you basically want this, because it covers jump, it covers roll, and it covers, believe it or not, it can actually cover drop down from ledge and ledge hang. But drop down from ledge, if they drop down from ledge, they won't get hit by it. However, all you have to do is just walk forward and then just down smash the ledge. So the only counter to like Giga Flare is normal get up. If you time normal get up correctly, you won't get hit by any of the multi hits or like the actual hitbox of Giga Flare. So that's why it is important to go to neutral get up. It's like Belmont's axe, for example, right? Or like a better version of Belmont's axe. If you normal get up through an axe, it doesn't hit you because you have invincibility frames. So that's why Giga Flare is extremely important. So now I will say this, however, if you do go for the normal get up, Sephiroth or like your opponent Sephiroth still has a lot of options. If you normal get up, and if he's kind of guessing that you are going to go for normal get up, he can run in and grab you. You can run in and dash attack you. He's basically setting you up to keep on doing that over and over again, so that he can put you back in disadvantage state. So that's one of the kind of the reasons why I think that his ledge trapping is very, very good, because the most optimal play to not get hit by this move is normal get up. It is. Just normal stand get up is really, 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 really good against this move, right? However, he can punish you for it. So he can dash attack you and kill you. He can grab you. He can run up and just down smash you if you don't come up with a shield, or just shield break you if you have taken some shield damage. Because some people, what they'll do is that they'll normal get up and then they'll shield. And the reason why they're doing that is because they're afraid that they didn't time it right. So at least like they'll take some shield damage, but they'll be fine. If you're the Sephiroth main or Sephiroth player, run up and just down smash them. Okay? Just run in and just down smash them. That's basically, for the most part, his advantage state. That's basically what you're going to be looking for. Another thing too, like I mentioned before, in the neutral part of it, you want to be reversing. B reversing, especially if they're off stage, will be extremely good. It's extremely good to do. But basically, what you want to be practicing on as far as his advantage state, combos, baiting out options that is going to be helpful towards you to get the kill. Practice edge guarding, for sure. Practice edge guarding. Another thing as well that you should also be practicing as well is if you have somebody who likes to ledge hang here a lot, don't be afraid to go for up B. Up B actually catches people hanging. I'll try and see if I can get Sheik to do it for me. See what I mean? It actually catches people's or catches people who hang there way too long. And this is not known by a lot of people. So you should definitely go for it every once in a while. Or if you know that like they love to like just sit here and just ledge hang, like because like they know, well, like they're not going for Shadow Flare, like all they're doing is just waiting for me to do and then I get hit by like an up B, right? So definitely something that you want to go for, like for the most part. So and also practice this. This is so good. Like this is so good. Let's say if I have Sheik like off stage, like Omega off stage, and if she's not ready for me to like catch her, I'm trying to get it. You're trying to basically catch her from going to ledge and just killing her just outright. This is something that's very, very good. It's also very, very good in disadvantage state, but we'll go over that here in a minute. But anyways, so to review, as far as advantage state goes, fast fall nair to start combos, right? Whenever they're like, like let's say if you up throw them or whatever, don't be, oh geez, that actually killed. But don't be afraid to go for nairs to keep them on their feet, like for the most part, because it is your fastest out of shield option. Down throws as well, or sorry, not down throw, but just like use your throws to put them in a disadvantage state, so like so that you can actually do stuff. And don't be and again, you're baiting out something that is highly committal. So like you're baiting out like like a melee air dodge. You're baiting them to like throw out a move so that you can counter it. So again, practice those types of things. Watch your enemy movement, and also practice BU reversing, because BU reversing is very, very, very important whenever it comes down to just movement abilities and such. So, anyways, let's get into the disadvantaged state of Sephiroth. Sephiroth's disadvantaged state is, he has actually a very, very good disadvantaged state in my opinion. Let's say if you're knocked off stage and you can basically stick to walls, or you can drop down and stick to walls, pop back up and do a side B. You can fade out, pop back up and do a side B and do fair. There are many, 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 many different things you can do. Whenever it comes down to like you getting hit, you can do a lot of things to get back onto ledge. If someone is too close to ledge, right? Up B will hit them. So again, something that you definitely want to just experiment with. Another thing too that you should definitely be looking out for is that, let's say if they knock you like far off, and if you're able to do something like this, so I can do it right. Let's say if you can do something like this, you can actually reverse it. In order to reverse this, let's say if you're facing this way, right? So this way. You basically want to press up B, but you want to go, kind of go like in the opposite direction of where you were facing before. So if you're facing this way, you basically want to hold to the left corner and then go up with it, right? That way you can actually get the reversal on somebody. That's why up B or charge up B is really, really good, is because it has that reversal, that reversal card type of mentality to it, but also it can kill, which is very stupid. But another thing too that he has in his arsenal, as far as whenever it comes down to disadvantage state, is counter. Counter is probably one of the most DLC moves that I've seen in a very, very long time. And what I mean by it's a very, very, very DLC move is that it's incredibly stupid broken good. So for example, if I set Sheik to side smash and set her to, let's say 150 center stage, right? It does 27.8% damage, and it sends her that far. That is very, very good for a counter. If she is, let's put her at 70%. And that's another thing too about this move. If you use it, it still covers you. Like, it still covers you. It's a weaker version of it, but it still covers you. It can almost kill Sheik. Probably at around, let's try 90 at center stage. Okay, almost. Like, again, now again, this is at center stage, but it's just to basically show you how strong this counter is. So if you're like in a very a very disadvantaged state, and if someone's trying to combo you, and if you know that you can probably get the counter off, don't be afraid to go for it, because okay, it just killed there at 90. Okay, again, but that's how strong this move is. Don't be afraid to throw out counter every once in a while. It's to basically put your opponent in check, to say, hey, look, I do have something that if you throw out a very, very strong move, I can kind of kill you at 50. Like I have killed people at 50 with this move whenever they tried to just simply throw out something that was just like a strong fair, like a strong bear, like whatever character that they were using at the time. I was able to throw out a move, or like basically just throw out counter, and I killed them extremely early. So again, don't be afraid of counter. Just don't be afraid of counter in this situation. But that's basically it, like, for the most part, like, for its disadvantage state. One Wing Angel gives you way more options at disadvantage state because you have 3 jumps. You have a plethora of different mix-ups at ledge now. Now, imagine if I had, like, another jump. I can basically have, like, a plethora of different movement options, right? So, again, his disadvantage state, his wall cling is very good. Like, very, 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 very good. Like, you can go for stuff like this. Like, you know, like, basically just a rehash. Oh, another thing too, up air is extremely good. Up air is very, very good at, like, basically catching people that are, like, over here. It's very, very good. Up B can also it could probably get them too. However, up air is the faster option in that scenario, right? So definitely go for stuff like that, because it definitely gets your opponent, you know, like, it catches your opponent off guard. So definitely go for it. But anyways, I'm gonna go over One Wing Angel and why it's probably one of the best comeback features in the game, if not the best comeback feature in the game. And it's simply because of how ridiculous that it is. And so let's get into One Wing Angel mode. So, One Wing Angel mode. What changes Sephiroth from One Wing Angel mode from all the other comeback features? Well, the other comeback features basically give you either more moves to deal with, or more move, or it either makes all your moves better, like it does with Joker, or it gives you more moves that kill opponents early, right? So this would be characters like Terry, for example. Terry, whenever he has his go meter, it's a comeback feature. However, whenever he gets that comeback feature, he can kill people at, like, you know, like, depending on, like, where they're at on the stage. He can kill people at 50, he can kill people at 60. So, but he gets more moves that do that much damage, right? For Sephiroth, it's basically kind of like Arsene. Basically makes all his moves better. However, it also makes him faster compared to before. So a fast as fuck sortie. It makes his moves stronger. So, like, for example, let's do 14 damage. 14.4 damage. Once I have one wing, it's going to do 18.7. So again, it becomes way stronger, and he does way more knockback, right? Another thing as well, he has 3 jumps, which makes his disadvantage state good. So, for example, so I can do it real quick. It makes him really good. It makes him dirty, stinking good. Very good character. Like, very, it makes him into a top tier character. This character is top tier. I don't care what anybody else says. This character is very broken good. But anyways. But another thing too that makes him incredibly good in this state is the fact that now I can do better combos that do more damage. Nair combos 3 times. It does 35% damage. That is very good. That is extremely good of a move. That is 19 damage now. 18% damage now, and it makes it makes his advantage state incredibly OP good. So, whereas before I couldn't kill Sheik or get Sheik to combo before at 50 with down throw, I can do it now and I can kill her, right? And it's the same thing with back throw too. Like, that almost killed Sheik at 50. Now, granted, she is a light character, but still, this is a, like, he becomes incredibly good with One Wing Angel on. So again, this is stuff that you should definitely be looking for. And it makes basically Nair combos basically way more consistent than they were before. Right? Like, that almost killed Sheik. That almost killed Sheik at 50. One Nair combo almost killed Sheik at 50. This character's good. This character's very, 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 very good. Another thing as well. Uppy does 36% damage now compared to what it was before, which is I think like 27.6 or something like that. So again, One Wing Angel mode is something that you definitely want to be taking advantage of, right? It also makes everything like all your aerials and like all your moves that do more damage, it makes them 1 frame safer on shield. So Nair is still probably gonna get cucked by a frame 6 move, so like a frame 6 up B out of shield or something. However, being one frame safer on shield is still not something to basically like shake at, right? Because 1 frame can make the difference between your opponent actually getting something off of you versus, you know, like basically like, oh, well, like he overextended, I can punish him here. Oh no, I can't, because now that 1 frame actually made a difference on me getting the guy, right? It basically makes him better in every sense of the imagination, right? Like he he can do anything now. I mean, this character is very, very, very good. Incredibly good. He's incredibly good at in this state. And he can chase people down. He can actually play very aggressive. What I will say about this character, though, that a lot of people just need to understand about this character, is that the reason why I think that this character is very good, especially in this state, is because everything becomes crazy OP good, and that now you can hit stuff like this, like even Nair into Nair at this percent. Oh my, like I didn't even know that even could combo. Sephiroth is incredibly good. Now, in my opinion, like he can just he can literally just go all over the place. Oh, and his counter becomes like crazy OP good. So like, let's say if I put Sheik at like side smash, it is 36.2% One Wing Angel mode. Like, it's incredibly, it's that's why I think a lot of people like whenever the character first came out, and people were saying this character was a mid tier, right? At first, I was like, it seems to be that way. It seems to be that way. However, we've only played the character for like maybe 2 hours, so I don't know why people are saying this character is mid tier whenever we should not be saying it right now, right? But then whenever we started figuring out, wait a second, this character is very, 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 very good at comboing. He's good at killing. Whenever he has One Wing Angel on, his disadvantage state and his advantage state and his neutral becomes infinitely better than when he is base state. However, his base state is still very, very good for combos, for killing, for ledge trapping, for disadvantage state, for advantage state. Now, I will say this about the character, though, right? And again, like this is where like I'll kind of like end the video here, right? This character is not good online. He's just not good online. He has Joker syndrome. He does. He has Joker syndrome. Joker syndrome is basically Joker in this game is very, very, very. He's not good online. He's just not as good as online as he is good on offline. You know why? Is because a lot of his combos require a lot of precision to them. Same thing with Sephiroth here, right? Sephiroth's snare isn't really that big. Well, okay, it's big, like it actually does cover his whole body, but it doesn't last as long. I believe it lasts for about 2 or 3 frames, and that's it, right? And I'll put up like a little GIF or something like that, basically showing you like the size of Nair and such, right? But basically, like, it's something that requires a lot of precision because Nair combos are devastating. That did 33% damage, right? However, to get that off online, whenever you're playing one, like for example, one match may have around eight frames of input delay, right? Because not only are you accounting for the input delay that's already in the game, base game, like no online, but you also have to take into account the added input delay frames of online because we live in a delay-based netcode instead of a rollback netcode. That's why rollback netcode needs to be something that needs to be in all fighting games going forward, period. There's absolutely no reason why, like, at all, right? But this character is extremely good offline. I have played this character offline with a number of different people, and I'm telling you right now, this character is broken offline. This character is very good offline. And the reason why he's offline is because you can start getting things off like Nair combos. You can get stuff that's more consistent with, like, throw combos. Like, that becomes crazy consistent offline. People just need to take some time, learn the character, try and play with him online if you can. I am trying to main this character online. I'm starting to realize that he is much worse online than he is offline. Just for the simple fact of how online is with input delay and delayed input delay because you're playing online. And he is one of these characters that like whenever you put in the time and the effort with this character, because again, this character's not this character's not like, okay, I'm gonna just pick him up and like I'm just gonna play him, right? He's not a Cloud. He's not a Mario. He's not like he's not an Ike. He's not like one of these characters that you can just pick up and like and just play easily, right? He is a character that requires some time. He requires labbing. He requires a lot of practice in order for you to play him correctly. That's kind of why I wanted to play him anyways, is because I've been mainly playing Belmonts for like ever since the game came out. Like I haven't really played like any other character except for Belmonts. And then whenever this character came out, I was like, finally a character that I can actually love to play because I love Sephiroth. But it's also a character that requires a lot of precision and he's hard to play. He's a lot like Belmonts, like as far as like the skill level, right? I will say this: I think the buzz is wrong. I don't think this character is a high mid-tier or a low mid-tier character. I think a lot of it has to do with him just playing him online, and that's why he sucks. Because like you're playing him online. If you were to watch anybody to play this character, do not watch the Buzz, do not watch Hungrybox, do not watch anybody play this character except for one player to see the true potential, and that's Tweak. Tweak is grinding this character out like NK grind Joker out. So don't go watch anybody else but Tweak. I'm gonna to fair warn you, I'm going to link his YouTube channel, or try to link his YouTube channel down in the description down below. Go watch him play Sephiroth. He's way better than I am. He's way better than any of these other top players are who are giving their basically like their honest takes about the character, which is basically this character is a high mid tier or a low high tier. This character is not a high mid tier or a low high tier character. This character is a top tier character. Even in base form, this character is a top tier character. Period. This character is a top tier character as top tier character can be. Now, if the meta evolves and if it settles in, I can maybe see the argument that his base form is a high tier, but his One Wing Angel form is a top tier. I can actually see that. But to say that this character is a high mid, honest take now, high mid or low high, I think that is severely wrong, especially if you're not playing this character on either Yuza, which Yuza is basically kind of like an emulator that basically has rollback for the most part, or if you're not playing this character offline. This character is stupid broken offline. If the propaganda ends up working, and if this character is going to be buffed, I don't want to hear shit from y'all. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, leave a comment down below about what you think about this character. This is kind of like a guide, I guess. But this is also kind of like my first impressions of the character, because I do think that this character is very, 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 very good. I just really don't think that a lot of people have given this character a fair shake yet. And they said this, like I haven't seen anybody make really any videos on this character yet. It's all just been, for the most part, like, this character's a mid tier. So again, everybody is entitled to their own opinions, right? Everybody is entitled to their own opinions. One thing that I will say though, okay, if you think this character is mid tier or just a high tier character, like just your average high tier character, let me know down in the comment section down below. Tell me where I am wrong, because I'll hear any type of argument whatsoever. Just don't let there be any name calling down in the comment section down below. I want to have a respectful discussion on what tier is this character actually. Okay, I think this character is top tier, as top tier can be, but y'all just let me know down in the comment section down below. As always, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell. That way you are notified whenever I go live. And also follow my Twitch at twitch.tv/HobbitSpartan. The link will be down in the description down below. And also join my Discord. That link will also be provided down in the description down below. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one. Later.